Okay, Anthony, I don't know if you go by Tony or Anthony, I forgot what you said, but I'll say Tony for purposes of this video. I'm going to come back to the one that I showed Ellen, where both of you were watching. I said that it's imperative that we put a club on the ground when learning golf. And if the ball will be setting right here, you put the club right outside of it, and you excuse me, and you let the club the club on the ground point right out at your target. And when you stand up, you stand perfectly parallel to that club. So the line of your toes, the line of your hips, and the line of your shoulders would be railroad tracks with the line you want the ball to fly on. This is the most important line in golf. It's called the line of flight. Okay? Your club face gets set to it, your body gets aligned to it, your backswing gets down even with it or parallel to it. So it's a very important line, and that's the way you learn to ascertain it. And then eventually over time you'll be able to take the club away and know what it feels like to actually aim at a target. So that's really key. I couldn't stress anything more important than that. The grip, the alignment. See, I'm aiming too far to the left. There I'm aiming too far to the right. The left, so that wouldn't be parallel, but now I'm parallel and I got a chance to hit the ball at the target. You follow me? So work on that. And work on your grip. As I told Ellen, it's imperative that you get a golf club and take it in your house. There's a couple things I like new players to do. Get a club, hold it as often as possible, and also watch golf on TV as much as you can. If you take it up for a hobby and you really enjoy the hobby and you want to get into it, and you'll need to learn to play it. So that's really important. As you notice today, a lot of the things that it feels like you should do are pretty much diametrically the opposite of what you should do. So you need to work real hard on your posture. You have a little bit of the same spine issue that I do. It's called kyphosis, and it's a little bit brown shouldered, so to speak. And that's not a hindrance. That's just the way we're built. But you need to keep your chin off your chest, and that will straighten this a little bit. So if you can keep your eye contact with the ball, but keep your chin off of your chest. Okay. So you want to keep your spine as straight as you can, your arms hanging down from your shoulders, and you definitely want to get your knees flexed very slightly. Try to learn to not reach the golf ball by bending at your knees. Learn to bend from the hips. Stick the butt out. We want the butt as far outside the heels here as we can get it. Okay, because if this is setting, like right now, this posture is too much on your heels. Okay, there's too much weight sitting back here. If it was too much on your toes, there'd be too much weight sitting out there. But we're trying to counterbalance the upper and lower body here. And it's done with the right posture. Now this one's better. This was a little later. And you notice that you're straighter in the back. Now if you lift the chin, you'll be even straighter. Your arms are hanging below your shoulders. Your knees are barely flexed. I can see and feel the weight over the balls of your feet. You want to avoid the heels and avoid the toe. Work real hard on that grip that I showed you. And just get your muscles in a relaxed position. Try to not let your shoulders hunch up. Get them as relaxed as you possibly can. Okay? Now when you take the club back, the objective is to learn to use your wrist. You have to cock your wrist to play golf. The whole movement of the golf club is operated at your wrist. Because if you try to move the club without hinging and unhinging your wrist, your body is going to be going all over the place. Okay? So I'm going to bring up a model for you. This is let me see, I don't know who this is, Billy Horschel, probably another PGA Tour player. But you won't find any difference in the things that I'm going to show you. If the camera, I'm sure the camera's steady here. That's what you really want to be able to do. As I pointed out to Ellen, once you get a posture position, angle to your upper body, you have to learn to keep that. Now, how you do that is up to you. You have to go out and hit some balls, go out in your backyard, and just say, I want to cock my wrist and turn my shoulders, but I don't want to lift up my body. Because the ball is stationary, right? It's only 1.68 inches in diameter. It's very difficult to hit it if your body's going all over the place and you're raising your center. See, now this is your body line. Straight up. And that's pretty much what every beginning player does. Now, you might hit this ball with your own eye-hand skills if you go back down exactly the same amount you came up and get your head in it, get your arms extended. Once in a while, you may make contact. But what we like to do is make you as consistent as possible. So you came back down a little bit and you went back into your spine position. We want to try to eliminate all that extra motion for you. That's done at your wrists. The wrist joint are the most important. Later on in your school program, we're going to get to this thing called the follow-through. You notice how balanced he is. All his weight's over on that left leg. And new players typically try to help the ball in the air by staying on that back leg. So these things all build and are all a product of being able to set up properly and get the backswing proper. Okay, so I want you to go in your backyard, work on your grip, in your house, wherever, work on your posture, get your chin off your chest a little bit, relax everything, and learn to cock your wrist with the club so that you can stay at the body angles. There's nothing more fundamental in golf than what I'm showing you right here, is to learn to be able to do that. Okay, and I'll give you another model. We could just choose these randomly, really. This is Justin Rose, great player the world player from England. You see the head, see the body angle. Just turn right around it. Connie Chen from the LPGA Tour. Boom. So that's how you get the golf club up to the top. Now watch. Look at her wrist fully cocked halfway back. And she finishes the turn. It's right down the line. The club's pointed exactly at where her target is. She brings it down from the inside, then begins to turn back to the other side. And one thing I was showing Ellen on her video before was a very good point for you to look for here would be this. There's the wrist cock. As soon as the arm gets parallel to the ground, the wrists are fully hinged. It's the only way you can stay in your posture here. The only way you can do it. 90 degrees. Then when she hits the ball, she comes into 180 degrees. And then on the other side, she's back to 90 degrees. So that's all done right here in the wrist joint. Right there where the hinging of the wrist keeps you in your posture. So that's the best thing you can do. Now I'd like you to take this, this will come to your email, and you'll be able to take it out to the driving range with you and hit some balls and practice these things and take it from there, okay? Grip, aim, posture, and learn to make the backswing. That's all I can ask of you before the next time I see you. And I did give you the dates where there's another couple looking to attend the school who are also new players. Very nice. I think it would make a good grouping. So I'll need that commitment from you ASAP so I can hold you the spot. Okay? All right. Very nice to meet you, Tony. And we'll see you soon.